Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Happy Labor Day weekend and happy Friday. So double whammy on that one. A few things to go over today, stuff to talk about, things going on in the news, in the world, all that stuff. But as always, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. You know what seems like a good time to do that? Yesterday? 175 days ago, maybe. Any time between then and now, I'll take it. Tomorrow? When are we gonna get to it? Just curious, just fucking wondering. Know you guys are feeling the same way as I am, so we'll just keep talking about it and keep fighting for it as long as we have to, because apparently they're going to make us. So The Boys dropped last night. It's not the full season, but a few episodes dropped. I'm 2 episodes deep right now, so we can talk a little bit about that. I'll do no spoilers because I know some people haven't seen it yet. Big Brother, obviously I haven't done updates in a minute, so I know a lot of you guys don't watch it, but I will be getting into that. Also, Labor Day weekend, what are your guys' plans? Let me know in the Super Chat, Streamlab, chat, etc. I'll be telling you guys about mine. Anna Faris is leaving Mom, the CBS comedy that she's been on for 7 seasons. I know that some of you guys might not watch that. That seems to be the theme of the show today. However, I do think it's still interesting to talk about as so many lead characters of shows have left in the past, and it doesn't typically end up well for the show, but we can talk about exceptions as well. Also, shout out to the Beehive, or should I say Bayhive? It's Beyonce's birthday today. Just worth acknowledging considering she's an absolute fucking queen and she should slay, and some stuff to talk about regarding that. And as always, I'll take your super chats, your Streamlabs, and all of that great stuff. I'm back to streaming on my PC because right now this one's connected to the Spectrum and the whole thing. So I'm looking over here. It's because my Mac is over here now. It's a whole to-do, friends. It's a whole to-do. Let's start with the Streamlabs, and then we'll get to some of the super chats and so on and so forth. Is that the second time I've said that on the show today? And so on and so forth. I'm very fucking proper. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider said, hello, Roxy. Love you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Just wanted to wish you and the Rockstars band an enjoyable of a Friday and Labor Day weekend as possible, whether you're doing anything special or not. Peace, love, and hugs, bunnies, to all of you. Thank you, Glenn. You're amazing, and I wish the same thing back to you. If I know you at all today so far, to start off this Labor Day weekend, you've meditated, you've done some yoga, you're in a good headspace, you're ready for today's show. We could all use to be a little more like Glenn. Ryan White in this Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider said, great job on Binge Battle yesterday. I was glad you chose Starlight as the best character. I agree. Also, congrats to you and Snyder on the win the other day. Thank you for that. Yeah, we are past the spoiler ban on that, so we can definitely talk about Snyder, who is just like the best. I love him. We got into it on the phone yesterday. We get into it all the time. Massholes, am I right? Yeah, Starlight, I do believe is the best character. And Binge Battle was really fun yesterday. So grateful for the Rotten Tomatoes team for bringing me into the fold as often as they do. To Mark Ellis for being the one who introduced me to them. Jay Washington, who was awesome yesterday. Ed, Alex, Lucy, they're amazing producers over there. They're just a great team, and I want to do as much stuff with them as I possibly can. Also, the brand name Rotten Tomatoes really holds a lot of weight, so that's helpful for me, especially during this time when I'm trying to seem like a boss-ass bitch. Why'd she say it like that? Who the fuck knows? Just let me have that one, guys. Just let me have it. Greg LeBeau in the chat. In the super chat, he says, Roxy, I just want to let you know, personally, I think your jokes are underrated. I get your stoner humor, and it doesn't go unnoticed. You stay making me LOL. Honestly, really, really, really excited to hear you say that. My humor does not go acknowledged half the time, and I think it's because I'm with a lot of stand-ups, but I think I'm funny. I sure as hell make myself laugh. And yeah, I do have stoner humor because, spoiler alert, I'm a stoner. Just say it. Say it loud, say it proud. I'm a stoner. But like, putting a fresh face on the face of cannabis or whatever stigma we're trying to fucking deface this time with cannabis stuff. Yeah. So a couple of different things, and then I'll go ahead and take some more Streamlabs or Super Chats as they roll in. Why do we use that expression, roll in? It's kind of a weird. They roll in. Are they really rolling? Is you rolling? Okay, those are two different songs. Roll, bitch, I might be. And then like they see me rolling, they hating, patrolling. They trying to catch me riding dirty. Don't lie, you finished that sentence. You definitely did. Jake Yakubat, Roxy Stoner, I don't believe it. Yes, I am lying. It's the first lie that I've told to you guys, and that's it. I've made up being a stoner this whole time. Cannabis? What's that? All right. So it is Labor Day weekend. I believe, and I'm being super anti-committal because I'm scared, but I believe after the show, I'm going to do a little bit of a workout and a cleanup and some housekeeping stuff here. And then I believe that I will be going to San Diego. I think I'm going to San Diego to visit Steph and her family. I haven't been to Steph's parents' house, and it seems like a little oasis. Plus, they've been inviting me. Her parents have been inviting me, and I don't want to keep not going. And also, it's just super. They're really lovely people, and I would love to see them. And yeah, I think I'm going to go. I can't go for long because you guys know Grammy and Papo, but the reason I feel comfortable going is because they have been completely safe and social distanced. And if anything happened back here, I could just get in the car and it's only 2 hours away. So I feel like that's close enough. I did talk to her though, and I was like, listen, this is an obnoxious thing to say, but like, and I know I'm going to your parents' house. I still have to do Live at the Roxy. She was like, it's fine. You can do Live at the Roxy from here. And I was like, okay. So like, we'll see. But I will be doing it from there. It might be abridged versions or whatnot, but I definitely will still be doing Live at the Roxy, as I told you guys I would. So yeah, I am excited. And again, I'm being anti-committal. I like called her last night and I was like, what do I need to bring? I haven't left this state in months. And also it's been a long time since I like stayed with somebody's parents. So like I was like, I do I pick up wine, flowers? Like I think I'm gonna go with a bottle of wine. But also like, where do you even get a bottle of wine during COVID? Is it open? I usually get them with my groceries. Should I go to a grocery store for it? Like I'm just being so weird and about everything. My brain is like not fully functioning about it. But also it is Labor Day weekend, which to be perfectly honest, isn't the reason I'm going. This is just the first time I haven't had to film something other than Live at the Roxy for a weekend. I think I'll probably only go for 1 or 2 days or something. But it is Labor Day weekend, so it is kind of nice to treat yourself. Yeah. And also, okay, one of the main reasons that I'm going is that I don't know if I've told you guys about my issues with my landlord, but my landlord, I have 2 landlords, and one of them is like an actual asshole. Like, I don't even care that I say this publicly now. He's a mean guy. He's really mean. He mistreats women and he is rude as fuck. And the other day, like, came at me and like stormed out, and to the point where other people that saw it were like, that was incredibly inappropriate. Like, do you know that you have rights and stuff? It was really fucking bad. And he's really mean guy. But he changed the window in my room. And so now my AC doesn't fit in it. And so I have no air conditioning in my room anymore. And it's going to be 107 degrees in Los Angeles on Saturday and Sunday. 107. 107. Are you hearing me? Insanity. 107. With no AC, and I live in a place that gets like usually 10 to 15 degrees hotter than it is outside. So, and it's going to be 20 degrees cooler in San Diego. Isn't it wild how you could drive 2 hours and the temperature could be 20 degrees different? So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it for that reason too. Although that's on Sunday. So is it better to keep going back and forth with when, what, where, who, how, all that stuff. Sunday, yeah, I believe, let me look at the weather one more time. Sunday as I do logistics with you guys. So Saturday, tomorrow, is going to be 103 degrees. Sunday is going to be 107. Monday, 93. Tuesday, 85. Then it's going to be in the 90s all week. This lack of AC thing is going to be a fucking issue. Yeah, he changed the window and now the AC doesn't fit in it. Lewis, he's like an actual mean dude. And also, he shattered something that was a gift from my mom and like did not give a fuck about it and was like, I'll just buy you a new one. And I was like, it's from my mom. And he was like, then she'll buy you a new one. And it's like, okay. You didn't even understand what you just said, but okay. Okay. Yeah, no, he's like mean. I think that's what he said. He has a very thick accent. So yeah. He's really mean, and his partner is not much better. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out my situation very soon. Keep you guys posted. Greg LeBeau says, love your IG stories and knew you dipped your toes in the chocolate river, but blunts, joints, vapes, bongs, or peace. Greg, oh my God. Have you guys been keeping up with this debate on my Instagram? What do you think a chocolate pond is? If somebody asks if you dipped in the chocolate pond, do you think that means have you hooked up with chocolate men? Or do you think that means have you done butt stuff? Send hearts for chocolate men and bunnies for butt stuff. I clearly misunderstood the question based on what more people believe it is. Of these things, my bong is my favorite thing on the planet, but it's like a pain in the ass because you have to pack it and put ice in it and all the stuff. So I don't do it as often, but when I'm like really in the mood, that's what we go with. Oh my God. Worst time. You guys are all sending hearts. Chocolate men. Thank you. Worst timing ever for a 12-year-old to be in here. But Chris Burke says, hey, Roxy, it's Avery. Miss you. I haven't been here in a minute. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful Labor Day weekend. Much love from me and my daddy. Oh, Avery, we miss you too, honey. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Glad to hear your dad's in recovery and doing well as well. Yes. And ignore the last 3 minutes of this conversation. They are not for your ears. Cinema says, laugh my ass off, Avery. You know, I market not for kids, but Avery is the shit, so she gets to hang out with us. Yeah. Should I just say yeah one more time? So I believe that's what I'm doing. Still being kind of weird about it, but yeah, I think I'm going to go there. It's really nice of them to invite me and just kind of get out of the city for maybe 2 days or something. Sounds like it would be really good. Weston saying I miss Glenn's super chat. I'm on this new device, the PC, so maybe that's why. Let me scroll up. Thank you for letting me know. How could I ever miss something from Glenn? Roxy, you're still using the crystal ball to spy on me? JK, yeah, I'm good. But I still got stuff to do. Not liking the overflexion of my feet recently. What does that mean, Glenn? They're flexing too hard? Glenn flexes on all of us. Confirmed PLD into butt stuff. I missed the rest of that conversation, but that made me giggle, Jake. And if he is, then he is, To each their own. No judgment here. I just thought I was answering a different question than I was clearly answering. So I found out because somebody else had DM'd me about it, but then a friend of mine who is European messaged me and said, you're a unicorn. And I said, why am I a unicorn? He responded to that post that you're a unicorn. I said, why am I a unicorn? He said, because American girls usually aren't into that. And I was like, American girls usually aren't into black men? What does that even mean? And then he was like, this does not mean what you think it means. Then I was like, oh. Okay. Well, there is that. There's that. I guess I'm no longer a unicorn. No longer. I like being a unicorn, but we can't always be unicorns in life. Let's move on from this conversation. Maybe if I just say it slowly, it's like it disappeared. Let's talk a little TV for a minute. All right. Anna Faris is leaving CBS comedy, Mom. I actually have seen only a few episodes of Mom ever. It's funny. I don't know why I didn't watch it more, but I just didn't. I don't watch a lot of network comedy. However, I'm surprised that they are going to continue the show without her. Otherwise, it wouldn't be announced that she was just leaving it. The show would be canceled. I wonder why she's leaving it. We know that she's had a strange last few years, obviously with her divorce from Chris Pratt, and her career has seemingly like done a couple of things like this. So I wonder if this is, I'm sure this is by her choice. I doubt that the network would want her to leave. I just wonder why. What in life? She's the top billed actress on the show, even above Allison Janney. I wonder. I'm curious about this. Jamie Presley as well. I forgot about that. Curious about this decision. Wonder what she's going to do. If we look at her IMDb for a second, we can see her projects. Looks like she has one upcoming project that's in pre-production called Summer Madness. The description is: a pair of twins disowned by their wealthy and conniving mother find themselves on vastly different economic standing, with the broke one plotting to get her share. The only other person cast is named Daniel Tayden. He doesn't even have a picture on IMDb. And the director is James Mottern, Mottern, who I don't know him either. So it's not, I don't know. I wonder if she's making career change, if she wants to just like focus on her family life or what, because there's no way the network let her go easy. I'm sure they offered her a boatload of money, an arm and a leg, and clearly she's just not into it right now. It's been a while since I've seen her in something else. The Emoji Movie, she was the voice of Jailbreak. Let's see, 22 Jump Street. It says Anna, 30 Jump Street, Flight Academy, uncredited. I don't even remember. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The things that I really remember her for, I guess, weren't even in this decade. In the 2000s, she had a really unbelievable decade. So, yeah, it's just interesting to see what her career will turn into, because I think she's very talented. She's got that it quality, that it factor. She's very lovable. And I hope that she's well, and I hope that she's leaving because she just wants to take a step into a different direction. That seemingly is what's happening. So I did see that she did a quote. I can read. She did a quote. She said a quote. Roxy with the English. She's on top of her shit. Her shit. Just let me have it again. Guys, let me have all these. This is what she said. The past 7 years on Mom have been some of the most fulfilling and rewarding of my career. I'm so thankful to Chuck, the writers, and my amazing castmates for creating a truly wonderful work experience. While my journey as Christy has come to an end, allowing me to pursue new opportunities, I'll be watching next season and rooting for my TV family. Okay, fair enough. She's allowed to make those decisions because grown-ass woman, you know? Glenn Caesar in the super chat says, by overflexion, I mean that both of my feet are flexed outward. For example, if I put my heels together, they make the letter V. Got it. So it's like the opposite of pigeon-toed, right? When it goes inward, yours go outward. Makes sense. I don't know what mine do.
The opposite of pigeon.
Why would it just start playing? It's so annoying. And hearing my own voice is always a treat. And by treat, I mean not fun. Oh, yeah. I sound like Phoebe when she's sick and does that singing. Katie the Good Witch in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, was broke this week, so couldn't Streamlabs, but just got paid. So here to say, hey, I'm meeting my dad's new girlfriend this weekend. They adore each other, and it's super cute. It'll be the first time I'm seeing any of my family in 7 months. Katie, thank you for letting us know this. I'm so excited for you. I'm glad that you think your dad's new girlfriend is cute. It will be awesome to meet her, I'm sure. I think it's pretty rare that people like their parents' significant others. Like, at least think of it that way, like it's so cute. So I love that you think that. And 7 months, it's a long time. I hope it goes really well for you. How long have we been in quarantine for? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, so we've been in quarantine for 7 months. Wow. Did that just hit anybody else? Damn. That is fucked up, yo. 7 months, more than half a year in quarantine. This is a crazy life we're living. Crazy times, crazy life we're living. Wow. Guys, everybody send bunnies and good luck for Katie meeting her dad's girlfriend. It's kind of a big deal, so I hope it goes very well. Also, shout out to the 120 plus of you guys who are watching this live right now, and to the 64 of you who have given a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are the real ones. You're the real ones. Everybody's sending bunnies. That is so great. And don't forget to leave a comment after the fact. Also, Super Chat, Streamlabs, all that good stuff as we move forward. To talk about a couple of other things in the world of TV. I miss talking about TV. It's nice to talk about TV. Let's do a little bit of Big Brother updates because I don't want to start or end with it because I know I'll lose some of you guys. So, we'll only spend a couple minutes on this, but I'll make it accessible for everybody. So Big Brother this season is All Stars, like I've told you guys. And I have to say, this season kind of bites. It's kind of lame. Nobody's making big moves. My favorite girl got kicked off so early, and then her partner in crime, who is the least big threat, who is completely alone in the house, got kicked off this week. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why this season is as lame as it is. I think we're definitely lacking in hookups because they're all married with kids. What a disappointment. Julie Chen is doing these weird ass sign-offs too. She's like, first she says, I'm Julie Chen Moonves, which she always emphasized. But she's like, now including her own phrases. And she's like, and remember, leave your judgments at the door. What? Are you saying like in life or with Big Brother? She does different ones every show now. And I'm like, are you coming up with these? Or is this part of your script? Who's approving these? These are trash. You want some Roxy's Advice Corner? Julie, get rid of those weird ad-libs that you're doing at the end. They're strange. Now with the BB basement, we're getting new powers. Hopefully that switches things up. I think David is one of the weirdest players of all time. I can't stand Nicole. I cannot stand her. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, if you guys have other specific questions, my BB fans and fellow BB fanatics, Super Chat, Streamlabs, get them in. Let me know because I'm happy to answer anything. But just in general, it's been a disappointing season. Where's the drama? Why is nobody playing? Everything with Kevin makes me sad. Ian's a genius. I like him a lot. All right. So let me know. Let me know, my people. In the meantime, we will go back over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, because the very first person to ever give me a super chat, Lloyd Nance, is in the house. Hi, Lloyd. Lloyd Nance says, hi, Roxy. Stay classy in San Diego. Lloyd, were you worried that I wouldn't stay classy? I'm going to be at Steph's parents' house. I got to be really classy. Her family is so classy. That's another thing that I'm kind of worried about. Like, I'm kind of like, I swear a lot. I smoke a lot of pot. I wander around with no clothes on. It's like weird to go to somebody's parents' house. I have to be like, ho, ho, ho. I don't know why I turned into Santa Claus. I have to be like, oh, hello. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sproul. And that's another thing. Steph told me that all of her friends called her parents Mr. and Mrs., but I have not been calling them that. And now do I like switch over? But also I'm almost 30. So like that feels weird. Should I just ask her? Dr. Ryan 124 says, hey Roxy, torn between Vegas and San Diego for 9/25. Help. Have a safe trip. Honestly, I hear that Vegas is crazy right now. I don't feel like it's safe to go to Vegas. I mean, unless you're not doing like the strip and you're just somewhere else. But San Diego is supposed to be pretty safe right now. It's another thing I've been looking up. they're apparently doing very well. So I would say San Diego, but it depends what you're looking for. What are you looking at? In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striyer, Blue Popcorn says, Rox, you breaking into songs reminds me so much of Harloff. LOL, you're like his little sister. True. I don't know how some of his viewers don't like you when you two are so similar. Oh, yeah, vagina. Facts. That's what's going on. He's bringing back one-on-one, by the way, which is how I discovered you. Yeah, I know. We were on the phone last night talking about it. I'm so happy for him and his new slate. It looks awesome. A lot of great new things coming over there that are just going to make the network even better. So hell yeah, go check everything out. SEN on YouTube. What's the actual YouTube? YouTube.com/SEN live? Or is it just /SEN? Jake will tell me because I really truly don't know. Let's move forward. Yeah. The boys are back in town. The boys. Listen, if you're not watching The Boys and you are in this room, you probably would be a massive fan because they are like insane in the membrane. It's nerd culture, but it's raunchy. It's weird. It's awesome. I'm a huge The Boys fan. I just binged season 1 to do binge battle for Rotten Tomatoes. But then last night I watched the first 2 episodes of The Boys. I believe there's only 3 up right now, and then they're going to be doing it weekly. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but the first couple episodes are awesome. This show gives me anxiety through the roof. Like, you're watching it, you're stressed. Steamer says I stayed up to watch the 3 episodes. Okay, so it is 3. I was going to do that, but I'm only 2, and I was just like, Rox, treat yourself with some sleep. You can do it. But I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if we've had in the first 2, if there's been a moment like, like in season 1, I don't want to give any spoilers, but in season 1, episode 4 with the plane, like there hasn't been any moments like that for me yet, which were like, holy shit. But still, it is really good. And I really like the characters. I like what they're doing with Starlight this season. But I have a question for you guys. This is going to be rude, and I don't mean it rudely. Just curious. She's still obviously very beautiful, but has anybody noticed that Starlight can't move her face anymore, really? I don't know what's happening there, but she's like, when she's emoting, she can't. I don't know whether it was like something happened or Botox or what. Again, I'm not trying to start any rumors, but I can't stop looking. She's very talented, she's very beautiful, but there's something that happened where she's not moving her face. See if you can figure out what I'm talking about, because I feel like crazy. And I tried to Google and Reddit it yesterday and I couldn't see anything, and I was like, am I by myself on this one? Like, especially half of her face isn't moving. So then I was like, I wanted to make sure that she didn't have like some kind of Bell's palsy or whatever. Because again, like that sounds crazy, but like she's just not moving part of her face. Yeah. What do you mean, Roxy, about Starlight's face is loose cocks? I mean what I'm saying. It like Steamer says it does seem a lot more Kidman this season. Yeah, it's the Kidman effect. I hate to be an ass because I so don't mean to. I'm just wondering why is that like a choice or what's happening where it's just not moving. Still beautiful, still talented. Nothing along those lines. Just not a lot of movement going on there. Just being perfectly honest with you guys. I'm liking what they're doing with the Deep also. I'm curious to see how we get ourselves out of this hole, because like he did something so horrible in season 1 and we've learned so much about him that like I don't know, is he redeemable? Is he? Also, I'm having a huge moment in here right now because Susie Easton and the Steamer are both in here, and Susie just said, OMG, wait, the Steamer? Can you say OG Roxy fans? Yeah, you guys are awesome. They're like OG day 1 AfterBuzz TV supporters, so it's awesome that you guys are both in here. That's freaking great. Yeah. So I'm really liking the season so far. I'm excited for episode 3. I'm excited to see the rest of it. Actually, I go back and forth, but I think that I like that they're dropping it weekly so that it can last us longer, because otherwise Steamer would have stayed up all night binging the entire thing. And honestly, probably I would have gone through it in 24 hours. But yes. Speaking of hot takes, guys, today is Beyonce's birthday. And it reminded me, as I was looking through all different Beyonce stuff, that there was this time in which I tweeted something that was like possibly controversial, guys, but my favorite Beyonce music is still Destiny's Child. And I got ripped to shreds. Oh my God. I got fucking destroyed. Everybody was like, that's because you're white. That's because you have no taste in music. How could you say that? Listen, maybe I'll get ripped to shreds again for saying this now. It's not that my favorite Beyonce personality-wise is Destiny's Child. Beyonce gets better and more awesome every single day. She is queen. There's a reason for that. What she has done for music, for women, for the Black community, for people, for anybody with ears, is so massive. And like in business too, she's so smart. She's so savvy. I think Beyonce is a fucking boss. I don't think anybody else could disagree. She's amazing. That being said, if I'm just talking about music, maybe it's because of the time of when I grew up or where it is in my heart, but like I am such a Destiny's Child fan. Like I still, when I go on road trips, I put on Destiny's Child. Like I love them so much. They have banger after banger after banger. And some of Beyonce's music now, to me, honestly, it still lyrically and everything, she's great. And watching her perform, she's an unbelievable performer. But it doesn't have the same kind of hook for me. It's not as catchy for me, if that makes any sense. And a lot of it sounds more similar. Yeah. So I don't know. Happy birthday to her. She only gets better with age. It's just in my soul of souls, if I'm being perfectly honest, at the end of the day, still what I'm hoping for is Destiny's Child. Like that's the music I want. I mean, Bills, 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 Say My Name, Survivor, like Need I Go On? I just think I don't really understand why a lot of the Bay Hive is so anti people being so pro Destiny's Child. What is that? Because I'm not saying it's not doing anything negative to Beyonce, but a lot of people in the Bay Hive feel like it is. So I'm curious, is the legitimate question, like, why do people get upset when you love Destiny's Child as much as or more than you love Beyonce's solar career? What is that? I saw something funny the other day. What was it that was posted? Oh, my friend Michael Klaus posted this. It was like one person, I like mangoes. The internet. Oh, so you're saying you don't like strawberries? Wow, not cool. How could you discriminate against strawberry or like whatever? And obviously that's next level, but it's kind of true. Like I'm like, I love Destiny's Child, and people are like, what about Beyonce? And it's like, well, I love Beyonce too. So there's that. All right, what are you guys saying right now? Let's see. In high school, Susie says, in high school, Irreplaceable was my ringback tone for years, and I never had a boyfriend or anything. I just love that song. That's amazing. Independent Woman says, Loose Cox, totally. Steamer says Kelly Rowland is probably hoping for it as well. Yeah, because how could she not? Though Ryan says those Beyonce fans are ignorant if they refuse to acknowledge Destiny's Child. That's her origin. I don't know if they're ignorant, but yeah. Intelligence Cycle, why did you get ripped to shreds, Roxy? Her songs with Destiny's Child are fantastic. It's a bunch of hardcore stands, but hurt for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. But it seems to happen that, like, went down a rabbit hole of it, and it seems to happen all the time. Joseph Ashley says, if you said Jackson 5 instead of Michael Jackson, I can see that as crazy. Honestly, I don't think that that's crazy. I also don't listen to can't listen to Michael Jackson anymore because it just makes me not feel good. But I have an easier time listening to the Jackson 5 because it's not just him. Jonathan says, I forgot Beyonce was a part of Destiny's Child. What? Kelly, can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? Beyonce, can you handle this? Beyonce is like the part of Destiny's Child. Come on, yo. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, Roxy, I'm not sure if the World Girls are going to be doing a wind down this Sunday or not. If you don't already have other plans, we could get a nighttime stream for patrons on Monday or maybe on Tuesday, Friends puzzle, or perhaps an AMA hangout on Zoom instead. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't think we're going to be doing a wind down. I think World Girls are going to take off this weekend and not come back until Wednesday for our AMA. In terms of my stuff, it's going to depend on the San Diego situation, but I should be back here by Monday for that. But let me just check in and see. Again, I'm being like kind of anti-committal and weird about it. You ever notice that about yourself? Like you can tell what you're doing when you're not exactly sure why, but you're just like, I'm going to let myself be this way. I'm just going to like let myself be a little weird here. Give ourselves a little bit of grace, especially during this time. Speaking of during this time, last night I went with Cameron Rice, who is a friend of the show, is also director of the World Girls, and is a dear friend of mine and photographer. And we went to an unbelievable beach that was like an hour plus away. It was amazing with these massive rocks, and we went right at golden hour, and it was so stunning. And he did an awesome photo shoot of me that I'm going to be posting more pictures from. But it was so beautiful there. But I have to say, even though there were very few people were walking without masks on. That was frustrating as hell. It's like once you get planted on the beach, that's one thing, but like you're just walking past people without masks on. That's insane. Obviously, I had my mask on and kept social distance when I'd see them coming. I'd like dip, dodge, duck. But in general, it was really beautiful. And Cam and I have been going for more nighttime rides and doing more things because he's in my close circle of people that I have been seeing and trust. And it's just been nice. It's been nice to like get out and be in nature a little bit. Go to the beach, feel the sand in your toes, shit like that like I super duper definitely took for granted growing up or even being out here, just being able to go to the beach. I've always lived on a coast. So I've never been more than an hour away from a beach. Honestly, I've probably never lived more than 25 minutes away from a beach. So that's really lucky. And I'm pretty grateful for that. And being there yesterday, having that ride together, it was really nice. It was really nice and made me think like I wanted to talk to you guys about making sure that you are able to be outside, especially while it's still summer. I'm just picturing the fall and winter months for us during COVID. And I can't lie to you guys. I think that shit does get a little dark at times. I think it will get a little dark at times as the daylight hours dwindle and as it does get cooler or the weather gets shittier. We really have to be here for each other. So while you can now, make sure you're going on those walks. Make sure you're safe and social distance, of course. But if you can get to a beach or you can be outside and grill, or you can literally, like if all you have is a little porch, if you can even like smoke a J on your porch or do your meditation out there or read a book out there, send some work emails out there. Cause I know a lot of us are working still through this time, whatever you can to like just kind of reshift your energy to outside at all. I think we're going to need to store up those hours for the winter time. I know that doesn't fully work that way, but just throwing that out there. Garth Harkness McMurray in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, shout out to Glenn Caesar. I created and run the Rockstars fan group on Facebook, but Glenn puts us all to shame as a Rockstar band member. He's the best publicity agent, sharing links to your videos in many groups on Facebook, Discord, etc. He's the best of us. Honestly, I think Glenn would say this himself too. None of you guys are better than others. Everybody has their different place, and all of you guys are rock stars. I'm so grateful for Glenn, and for sure, like captain of the team, love him. But Garth, you started that group, and everybody who's in here every day, people who give in the super chat and the Streamlab, and everybody who thumbs up the video, and all my patrons, and like you guys all, it's just fucking awesome what you're doing. So I don't think there's any of the best. You guys are all the best of us. You're all the best of us. PLD in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, just because, much love. Thanks, PLD. PLD, I feel like you're stopping into the show more often recently. There was a minute there where you didn't love me anymore. Yes, you did. Did you? Did you? 156 Impulse. Hi, Roxy. Just want to say hi. You're amazing. My job at the restaurant just started indoor dining here in New Jersey. It's crazy. Have a great weekend. Hugs. Interesting. I wonder. So, like, what are you wearing masks and then shields over it? We still don't have any indoor dining here. As I'm thinking about going to San Diego this weekend, though, one of the things that came up was the fact that Tenet is playing there right now. And I was like, oh my God, I really want to see the movie, but I can't go unless it's like super duper motherfucking safe. So but like the recycled air part is stressful too. I don't know. I have to look into what the movie theater situation would even be. Cause yeah, that shit is like stressing me out. I really want to see the movie, but at the same time, eek. What a weird hashtag to put in here. Okay, Voided NPC says, hashtag it's okay to be white. Are you kidding? Are you making a joke or what? Yes, it is okay to be white, as society has shown us for hundreds of years, as that is the least persecuted race. Confused by that. Express and explain yourself, please. What? It's like people say things like that as if somebody made a statement like it's not okay to be white. I'm trying not to judge because I still don't know what you mean, but what? Huh? Who? What? When? Where? How? What? Why? All right, we are getting out of here momentarily. Oh, Moses says, Roxy, it's a trap. It does feel like a trap. So I will be back tomorrow live at the Roxy. TBD exactly when and how, because I believe I'll be in San Diego. So might be by phone, might be a half-hour check-in, might be a full-blown show. Steph might join if you want her to. Tweet at her. Peer pressure that bitch. What? And we'll see exactly how it works, but I will figure it out. I know her internet's not great there, but I'm going to bring the hotspots and hopefully it'll just work. Glenn Caesar, our hero, says, Roxy took the words out of my mouth or maybe from my fingertips. We're all rock stars, same team, baby. Very, very true. We are all part of the same team. And I am so lucky to be a part of that team. Only do drive-ins if possible, rock cinema. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if San Diego has a drive-in that's playing Tenet. That would be dope. And I definitely would do that. I haven't gone to a drive-in movie during quarantine yet, but I do have my outdoor thing. I just wish that he would let me see it at home. I just wish. So no, there's not going to be a wind down this Sunday for World Girls. At least I don't think so. We'll make announcements though. But we were only doing all 4 streams a week to hit the 4,000 hours. So now I believe we're probably going to be streaming about twice a week. And I think it will probably be the Sunday wind down usually, but just not this week. I think the next thing we'll do is interview Frank. Yeah, that sounds about right. But then again, just follow our Twitter account. It will keep you posted at the World Girls. I also made a Instagram for us. I just started posting from it like yesterday. We'll see how that goes. But it's the handle, because it won't let us do the World Girls, is World Girls WAP. So go find that. And if we get more followers, I'll post more often. World Girls WAP. Because we love that P word. Jonathan Donsel says, hope you have a safe trip. If you go, stay safe. Thank you very much. Going to do my absolute best. The interview with Frank will be off the rails, Jake. Totally agree. That shit will be insane. And still, guys, like this doesn't count as my vacation because I still got to figure out. I got to do. I don't know. I still have to go. Like, I want to go like wine tasting or something. But I am very excited about this. So I'll keep you guys posted. Much love. And Jake, make your bed. Everybody else stay safe. You guys make your bed too. Try to get outside if you can. Happy Labor Day weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow live at the Roxy at some undisclosed time based on whenever Steph's parents, it's convenient for them.